Hey guys, welcome to the review show. My name's Austin. The Accountant 2 stars Ben Affleck and John Bernthal. Christian Wolff applies his brilliant mind and illegal methods to reconstruct the unsolved puzzle of a Treasury chief's murder. To say off right off the bat, Ben Affleck still works as this character, and it holds up this film a lot, especially with John Bernthal, who has more screen time in this movie and is actually in the movie than like he was an amateur. So that is also a positive thing. Their chemistry are really good in this film. I like Ben Affleck and John Bernthal in this film together, and I thought they were the best part about the whole entire film. They have a couple of great comedic bits throughout the film. One scene involving a dance scene, which was very funny, and when there was action in the film, it was very fun. But overall, the movie I find to be very unnecessary to exist because it does not have the same engaging elements like the first one. I only watched the first one a couple hours before watching this one, and what I took away from watching the first one for the first time was that the film was very surrounding with Ben Affleck's character about having autism and how that makes him a lot smarter. And you see, and the film shows that to you in his perspective, showing how his brain works and showing how he connects to the dots. There is none of that in this film. This film just jumps to the next scene with him already having the answers, or either having someone else that is miles and miles away working on a computer system with a bunch of other kids, which involves Justine that is from the first film, doing kind of all the work for him, and they're kind of just there to use to drive the story forward while Ben Affleck is just there. And the whole story around here involves human trafficking, and it's just not that interesting this time around when it comes to bringing Ben Affleck's character back, because one, they don't do anything. The one thing I liked about the whole entire movie was Ben Affleck and John Berthenol's like chemistry between one there. Like they had great chemistry, but when it comes to the actual characters, the characters having foundation, where like how did they change from the beginning of the film to the end of the film? Well, nothing really. You don't really learn anything new about them. They don't build anything previously off the old film in this one. When it comes to character development, they don't really have anything there. They do have another interesting, chemistry with Cynthia, who is also from the first one, coming back in this one to play that FBI federal agent, I guess you could call her. And I do like the back and forth of like trying to that where she's trying to play by the law and by the rules, while Ben Affleck over and John Bernthal are basically breaking the law and they're trying to do it their own way to get to the points quicker. But like John Bernthal and Ben Affleck's chemistry, when it comes to building off of it, it doesn't go anywhere. Like the final straw for her was like, was when Justine is hacking an innocent person's laptop for a photo that they need, and she goes like, no, this is wrong. But killing those people over there that I just saw, and kidnapping some person, that was totally fine. But now we're going a little bit too far, and we're going to go our separate ways. And they never have her have screen time with one another throughout the whole entire film ever again. He is like the most pointless character of the film. She had as little purpose as she did in the first one. The first one, she was kind of just there to give exposition for Ben Affleck's character's past, which I guess makes a little sense because he's a private person, so J.K. Simmons wanted her to track down his character and so figure things out about him. So like that made sense to a degree. It's like, okay, that's fine, whatever. But this time around, they try to give her a little bit of things to do, but she was necessarily just there to give some form of exposition about a character that they were tracking down. And that was pretty much it. But besides that, she has very little involvement throughout the whole entire film. And you could take her out and change some little things around, and it wouldn't have changed anything about the whole entire movie. And this whole entire person that they were tracking down also is very convoluted. It doesn't really make any very sense. This movie is just not as interesting as the first. It doesn't add anything new to the characters. It's just there to be a fun, good time type of laugh type of film. And and all that is fine and all, but I expected more, and that's not what we just got here. It's a fun movie. Like if you look at the scenes individually by themselves, there it is a ton of fun. Like, but nothing really connects to one another. It just seems like a bunch of scenes stitched together, and it's like, well, this will be a movie length film for sure. I'm gonna give the Accountant 2 a C plus. It's fine. It's fun. There's plenty of fun action bits in the film too. It's just that it doesn't really build off any of the characters. It doesn't really add anything new, just besides to be a sequel. And so, what made me enjoy the first one. I don't love the first one, but I enjoyed it. Is that the aspect of Ben Affleck having autism, and us seeing him try to work with his condition and how that makes him smart. That was the interesting part about him, and especially how he knows how to fight, and like learning about his backstory in that way. And like we could have seen a bonding relationship with him and John Bernthal, and seeing how they can grow together, how to work as a team to one another, and adding more to their backstory. But the film just was like, Marvel jokes, right? It's funny. Overall, if you enjoyed the first one, you will probably have a good time with this when it comes out next week on the 25th. But don't be expecting a interesting story, because the story, it just really isn't that interesting. So, but anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Like always, I'll see you guys next review. Bye, guys.